As much as I might criticize Marjorie Greene, I won't pretend that she isn't tackling the big issues that America is demanding solutions for, like geoengineering. You know how scientists are constantly manipulating the weather or whatever? Well, she apparently read about it on a message board and she's very worried about it, and so she has legislation to fix that problem. She tweeted, "I am introducing a bill that prohibits the injection, release, or dispersion of chemicals or substances into the atmosphere for the express purpose of altering weather, temperature, climate, or sunlight intensity. It will be a felony offense." I love this sentence. "I have been researching weather modification and working with the Legislative Council for months writing this bill. We must end the dangerous and deadly practice of weather modification and geoengineering." So again, as we've covered the many times that we've talked about this, is geoengineering a thing in theory that there have been scientific tests of? Yes. Is it a thing that people are doing all over the place and that's manipulating the weather and causing hurricanes and killing people? No, it's not. And claiming that or believing it, if you're an idiot or whatever, is just another branch of climate denial. It's another tactic, a defensive tactic, so that you don't have to take like a responsibility for the fact that our climate is changing and we should do something about it. No, now it's a sci-fi thing. Okay, at first it wasn't happening. At first it was just whatever, sunspots, now it's this. But I will say this, what I wouldn't give to have been there for her research. Oh, can you imagine? She sits down at a big table. She's got books in front of her. She opens the book. She reads words from the book. She has a notepad where she writes down notes of what her research is, and she's learning things. Oh, that would be great to see all of that. It would be like, I don't know, like I think it's really cute when my daughter reads a book. She can't read yet, but she turns the pages. I just wish I could have been there. Anyway, that said, she follows up posting, "This is not normal. I want clean air, clean skies, clean rainwater, clean groundwater, and sunshine, just like God created it." Again, she has been perfectly willing to pass bills that cause the corruption and dirtying of our air, our skies, our rainwater, our groundwater, our streams, all that. Like she and the Republicans have constantly been involved in this crusade against a clean environment. But they found this one thing that they can make illegal and then we're all cool. And look, I don't think that she has formally claimed that the flooding in Texas is due to weather modification. But I do know that there's another candidate who's doing that, Candace Taylor, who's running for Congress in 2026, saying fake weather, real damage, claiming that hurricanes have been caused by it. And yeah, the fake flooding, fake. It's all fake. All these right wingers are just constantly looking for something that allows them to not acknowledge reality. And this geoengineering thing is just a great way to do that, JR. What do you think?
Amazing. Isn't it amazing that they can't believe in climate change, can't believe in the things that scientists actually researched and talked about and showed us for years are on the horizon and the effects of what that will be, and actually now seeing those effects happening. But they can believe that these weather experiments are the things that actually affect what we're seeing. And by the way, since we talked about all the disaster that went down in Texas and all the flooding that went down, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted this like July 5th, the day after that disaster happened and killed all those folks. So is she floating that was the cause of it? And by the way, if that was the cause of it, before you get to criminalizing these people that are controlling the weather, maybe we should fund these organizations and these agencies that notify people of these weather experiments that change the weather and make sure more tornadoes and hurricanes come. I mean, you might as well save people's lives while these nefarious people are controlling the weather, right?
100%, yeah. If George Soros has got his satellites and all that stuff, well, I want the best detection possible so that we know when those damn I'm not gonna say what type of billionaires, but when they're doing it, I wanna know about it. Anyway, it's so ridiculous. If you got all this time to do your research, which I assume involves watching TikTok videos that are obvious AI produced videos, but you can't tell, could you like read up on climate change a little bit? Because you still don't accept that. You don't accept that carbon and other greenhouse gas emissions have created a greenhouse effect that has produced an overall warming of our climate that has led to wild swings of heat in some areas, cold in others, and precipitation changes and worsening in that. Like, you don't accept any of that stuff. So I don't think you've done any research. But anyway, we have a stupid Congress, so I have no doubt that this will soon become law. Also, I don't particularly care because it's not actually a thing that's happening. So again, and I'll end on this. This is the principle I was talking about earlier. They lower our shields to the actual threats that are facing you and your family, and instead, it's geoengineering and it's trans athletes and it's Colombian migrants and it's all this invented fantastical stuff. And so they're gonna super focus on the fantasy stuff while they leave you at the mercy of the real threats.